Okay, hello. I know I don't really post here a lot, but one of the things that I've noticed about myself is that I love talking. I love talking to people and I love giving advice and everything based on the little things that I've lived in my life. So I thought that it would be a nice idea to just turn on the camera and then just start talking about whatever I want to. So let's just do that. I want to talk about how, as teenagers, we tend to um, attach to people. And I'm 17 years old. I'm a gay boy. And I've been in that situation so many times. Even though I've never had my first relationship, I've never had a boyfriend, I've never had a situationship with absolutely anyone or anything. Um, I have noticed how we tend to attach to people, whether it's friends, best friends, um, just partners or boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever. I want to talk about that. I think it's something that not a lot of us are used to talk about, and that we usually look up for advice on the internet, like, I don't know, on YouTube or anything, or even with a therapist. And they will always tell us advice that comes from their own perspective as older people. But I think it's really important that we have that kind of discussion in between us, because I don't know, I think it would be better for us to be able to understand each other. So let's go. So I'm the kind of person that gives love away. Like, I'm the kind of person that gives love unconditionally, mostly when you gain it. So if you're the kind of person that gains my love, or you're the kind of person that gains my respect or my care in any way, shape, or form, I'm gonna try to give it to you as much as I can. I know that might be something bad. That might be something that can be very negative in the long run, but that's just the way that I end up acting, and I'm really trying to work on that, because I've noticed that I'm also the kind of person that ends up giving my trust to people that might not know how to actually give it the worth that it deserves. And I think that a lot of us have been through that as well. Um, I want to share the advice that I've picked from my own life experience, and maybe just share it with people that might feel the same way as I do. I don't know if you're the kind of person that feels that you never get back what you give, or you're the kind of person that feels like you don't give back, or you don't get back what you give to someone that's special to you. So I want to teach you how to deal with that, or at least how I've tried to deal with that in my life in general. The number one thing is, attaching to someone is always the worst thing to do. Unless it's someone that you can truly trust with your closed eyes. I I always say that attaching to someone is the worst thing ever you can ever do to your own self, because the only person that you should feel attached to is to yourself. Because the only important person in your life is yourself. The only person that is actually going to be there for you 24 fucking 7, from when you wake up to when you sleep, it's yourself. It can also be your mother, your best friend, your sister, your boyfriend, whatever, but it's always going to be yourself. It's always going to be yourself. If you think about it, there's always moments that we're alone. There's moments that there's nothing around us but us. And it is really important that we know how to take care of our own time with ourselves, and the way that we take care of the way that we share with us. If I look in a mirror and I don't feel comfortable with what I'm looking at, then I should just start paying attention to that, and I should start analyzing what's happening and what's making me feel that way, because it shouldn't be like that. I should feel comfortable being alone. Like, being alone shouldn't be so desperating. Being alone shouldn't be overwhelming. You know, and that's something that I've been able to understand. At least, as I'm always telling you, I'm always talking based on my own personal experience. Even though I'm still 17 years old, there's a lot of things that I must need to live. But I just want to share my thoughts. So let's move on. Um, if your time with your own self doesn't feel good, or the time that you give to yourself just doesn't feel um, good, like it doesn't feel comfortable, You don't feel comfortable with just looking at yourself in the mirror, or you just don't feel comfortable with just sitting down in your bed and listening to music or watching a movie or just having a face mask on, doing whatever, or even just journaling or writing down on your iPad, whatever you want to say. Like, if you don't feel comfortable with being with yourself, then that might be one of the reasons why you're attaching so much to people. Because when we don't feel comfortable, not even with us, when you don't feel comfortable with the own company that you can give to yourself, then you most likely try to look for that company onto someone else. And you try to look for that company somewhere else or with somebody else. And even though it's common, it's a human reaction to try to look out for company and friends and people that take care of you and understand you. It is also important that you can feel comfortable being just with yourself, bitch. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And when you attach to people, there's times that you can just feel deceived, because you might be giving too much. You might be giving a lot. You might be giving up. You might be giving away way too much, or way more than what this person deserves. And if you're watching this video in any kind of circumstance in life, I think you might understand where I'm coming from. You have to always watch out for what's the kind of attention that you're giving to a person. And how are you letting a human being enter your life? If you're letting people just straight up get the benefits of what it is being around you and get the benefits of what it is being part of your life, if you let them get that straight up, then they're going to attach to that all the time, and they're just going to use that, and they're just going to attach to that from you, and they're not going to see the values that you have as a person, and they're not going to be able to understand, and they won't understand, and they won't respect you. They will start crossing boundaries and stuff. You have to always watch out as much as you can for what you're giving to people. And you have to always watch out for the way that you're letting people enter your life, and the way that you're letting people just benefit from you. Because also there's another fact: we always benefit from human beings, and human beings benefit us, and we benefit other humans. That's normal, that's fine. But when you let humans do that all the time, and when you let all the people around your life just look at you as a resource and not as a human, then that's a problem. That's one of the biggest problems. That's one of the main reasons that you're ending up attaching to people, because then they deceive you, and you feel used, you feel threatened, you feel vulnerable, and you feel weak. And that should not be the way that you should be feeling at all. Also, one of the other tips that I want you to understand is friends. You might have a lot of friends, but in life there are always those type of people that you choose as your sisters or brothers, and those people only end up being one or two people. That's it. That's fucking it. And then there are those close friends that you can trust in, and then there are those friends that you hang out with, and then there are just those people that you walk around with, and so and so and so. It's first yourself, then is your family, then is that chosen family. That might be just one or two people, or that one person and their family. And then there is your close friends, like those friends that you have catch, trust, and love with, and that you can feel that you can count with unconditionally. And then is the rest of people. And for a person to get to category number 1 or 2 or 3, they have to truly build a kind of trust with you with a period of time. They have to gain your trust, and they have to gain your respect. They must gain that peace and that place in your heart, and that takes time. It doesn't happen in a week. It doesn't happen in 2 months. It happens in years. It happens with events. That's what I really want to focus on. It happens with events. And it also happens when it's reciprocate. I don't know if that's the right word. In Spanish, it's reciprocal. But, well, I think you understand what I'm trying to say. If it is equal, that's how it happens. That's how you truly build a bond with someone. If what you're giving to each other is truly equal and mutual, there There you can build a bond with a human being. Otherwise, that person might just be taking advantage of you, or that person might just not feel the same way around you, and that's fine. Not everyone has to feel a certain way around us. Not everyone has to love us. Not everyone has to hate us. Not everyone has to feel cool with us. And not everyone has to feel disgusting around us. I also want you who are watching this video to understand that you don't have the obligation to make people fall in love with you all the time. People don't have the obligation to love you all the time. But that obligation also translates to on you don't have the obligation to be perfect all the time. You see what I'm trying to say? Nobody has an obligation with absolutely anyone. And whatever we give to people and whatever we give to a human being is because it comes from our heart, and not because we feel like we have the obligation to do that. You don't have the obligation to feel like everyone must like you in a circle of people. You shouldn't feel pressured to everyone liking you, because it's not going to always happen. There's always going to be that one person that doesn't like something. And it's fine. It's normal. It's okay. And that also translates onto why you're attaching to someone. Because I also want you to understand that people are not obligated to stay in your life. And if they want to leave, they will. And there's times that one sister that you chose for your life, that she's going to be the only one there. You know what I'm saying? Like that one person that you chose a bond, that you made a bond with, that might be the only person that's going to stay with your life forever. You never know. So just truly know how to give the love to the people that truly deserve it. Truly know how to give your love and respect and values and trust to the person that truly knows how to take value and truly knows how to take care of that. Don't give it away to everyone. Don't give that away to whatever. Don't give that away to the first person that makes you feel special. Give that away to the person that deserves it. And always focus on that person apart from yourself. If you want to focus on someone that isn't like, that's like away from your family and away from you, focus on that one person that truly knows how to put value and worth on the kind of human being that you are. You might be way better than what you think you are. You might be way better, and you surely are way better than what you think you are. You surely are way more attractive, way more interesting, way more kind, and way more of a better human than what you think you are. So just focus on the people that know how to take respect and the people that know how to value that. Don't give it away to everybody, because not everyone knows how to value what we are. And at the end of the day, it's okay. They might be in their own journey, and you might not be on their path. You might not be on their plan, on their life plan, on their path. And it's fine. But always stick to the people that have been for you, in the good, in the bad, and in the worst. Because those are the people that truly stay. I have one best friend, my sister. My soul sister. She knows who she is. And then I have two other close, really, really close friends that I love with my soul. And of course I have my mother and my sister. Are these people in my life that truly have held me up. And you have to focus on the people that truly hold you up. And if you hold someone up and they don't even try to do that back again, and they don't even try to hold you back up when you need it, then that person doesn't deserve you at all, sweetheart. You might be attached to that one time that they did give that to you, but they are not just doing it anymore. That person is just not doing it anymore. That person is just not, it's just acting a different way, for example. Let's just say, don't feel the obligation to be perfect. Please. And of course, that's just my advice, but I do understand that it can be hard because I've been there. And I know there's a lot of like disorganized ideas in what I'm saying, but I know that I'll get into a conclusion. I'm sure. But detaching from people just translates to attaching to yourself. That's why I touched all the aspects I touched before. Detaching from people just translates to attaching to yourself, to attaching to you, to attaching to the person that truly is there 24/7. From when you wake up to when you sleep, it's you. And attach to the people that truly know how to take care of what you give to them. When I say attaching is the worst thing that you can do, is when you do it liberally, is when you do it like out of nowhere, and you start doing it like at the very little ounce of trust that someone gives you. Don't do that, because you might regret it. Attach to the people that truly have been taking care of you forever, and to the people that truly have taken care of your heart and soul. Those are the people that deserve your attachment, because they might feel attached to you back. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't attach to everyone. Don't. And it might be easy for me to say don't, but I've been there in that situation. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's gross. You feel like you're giving too much and that person just doesn't care. That might be one of the cases, or a lot of cases might be. But before you attach to someone that knows how to take care of it, you have to take care of yourself first. And you have to truly attach to you. That's what truly matters. If you establish a relationship with yourself, then you establish a relationship with the rest of the world. And you let people know how to respect you and how to take care of everything that you give them. Because they see that you have a relationship with yourself. And they're going to translate their respect for you in their own way. And that's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's valid. Because at the end of the day, we do that as well to other people. It's a cycle. But the only cycle you cannot break is the one that you have with yourself. If you have a goal, truly do everything that's on your hands to get it done. Let's say, for example, my goal was, I don't know, buying this digital pencil, for example. So I saved every cent, every penny that I owned for 3 months, for example, and I bought it. Or my goal was entering university. So I studied as fucking hard as I had to enter university. Or my goal was losing weight. So I did everything that I had to do to lose weight. When you start giving that to yourself, when you start giving to yourself the pleasure of feeling like you can accomplish your dreams, there's when you start creating a relationship with yourself in general. And there's where you can look in a mirror and feel comfortable and spend time with yourself. Because you start giving yourself that one pleasure that you can truly get to wherever you want to get. And if you feel like you cannot do that, then I don't know, my suggestion is truly seek professional help. Talk to a therapist. It's fine to look for professional help. It is okay. It's fine. It's okay to look for professional help or for a better advice. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that. I want you to let go from that fear. There might be therapists that don't understand you and that basically just don't give a fuck about what you're going through, and that's also just part of life. But don't feel afraid to do that, because that's also an act of self-love. Everything that you can do that you feel like is going to give you a benefit, and everything that you do for yourself that you truly feel that's holding you up, that's an act of self-love. And when you start putting that on action and you start putting that on practice, there you start also creating a relationship with yourself. That's why I'm emphasizing so much on this. When you create a relationship with yourself, you get to create a relationship with everything that's outside of you. And every hardship that you go through will be 10 to 20 times easier to go through. Because you trust your own strength. You trust your own capabilities and your own soul and your own heart. You trust that. You trust what you can do for yourself, and you trust what you know how to do. So I want to make this channel a journal of emotional journal, because I know that there might not be a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people that talk about, teenager stuff, and it's fine to do it. I'm gay. I'm gay, and I go through a lot of stuff in my life every single day. I also have a lot of insecurities. I'm a very insecure person. You might not believe it, but I am. I'm an insecure person. I have insecurities like every single human has. It's fine. I just want to create a channel like this, just talk about it. Whether this shit has views or not, I honestly don't care. I'm just also doing this for myself as well. So if you watch this video and you feel like at least one of the things that I said made you feel better of whatever you're going through, then just let me know down the comments. And thank you so much for watching. One of the other things that I wanted to talk about is how we let emotions take over us. And I know it's a really hard topic to touch, but I'm just going to talk based on my own personal experience. I'm a very emotional person, as I said, and therefore, since I'm very emotional, I'm also emotional with the people that are around me and the people that I love. And my kind of love language is physical. That's the kind of way that I do it. My kind of love language is quality time. That's just the kind of person that I try to be. So I have been in situations in my life where I feel frustrated, and I let those emotions just take over me. And there's times I have to talk to a therapist about this, but I just want to talk about the way that I've tried to heal it. And the way that I got to deal with it was understanding that, of course, there are emotions that you cannot control, but most of them you can. And how can you control them? By not running away from them. Don't run away from your emotions, because that's what I used to do. I thought that running away from the way that I felt, and I thought that running away from the way that I was feeling in the moment was gonna help me heal. And that's not the case. If you want to heal and you want to truly go through a hardship and go through something that you must go through in life, you have to stop trying to run away from your emotions. You have to stop running away from the way that you feel, because it's basically running away from yourself, and it doesn't make any sense. So, and when you run away from your emotions, you're also letting them take over you, because the more you run away from them, the more they're going to chase you, and there's going to be a point where you're not going to be able to even process the way that you're feeling, and you're going to throw that away in every aspect of your life. What I did was trying to sit down and try to just sit with these emotions as if they were people in a circle around me. So I imagined sadness, happiness, and like all the emotions just sitting around me. And I tried to at least accept them. Like, accept the fact that I'll be feeling these bitches for a while. And there, I stop running from my emotions. I allow myself to feel them. And they are easier to process. Now, that's just the advice that I catched from the experience that I've had in life. Of course, if you're watching this, there might be a better advice down there. I just want to create a space where we can talk about feelings, and we can talk about, things that we might not have an answer for in the moment. I'm the kind of person that truly tries to take care of the people that I love, because that's my love language as well, taking care of you. But I remember that when I was building this kind of self communication to the people that I loved, I also forgot to take care of myself. And the people that I was taking care of in the moment, they saw that I was not taking care of myself, and that I was putting basically all my priorities on them, and that I was putting all my attention on them. And they basically just took advantage of that. That's just basically it. So that's why I also emphasize a lot on creating a bond with you. Because when people see that you're truly secure and that you're truly sure of the human that you are, it's going to be a little harder for them to try to step over you at least once. You know what I'm saying? So when people see vulnerability, they attack it. There's those two kind of people. Whether the people there's what There's two kind of people. Whether the people that attack your vulnerability, or the people that take care of your vulnerability. There's two kinds of people in this world. And I always pray for me and for the people that are around me to find a second choice and to find the second type of people. Well, there's things in life that make us just come across to the first type of people that take advantage of your vulnerability. And I think it's a necessary experience in life, but because everyone has been there where someone takes advantage of you, whether it's physically, emotionally, money wise, or, in any other aspect, I do think that there are ways that humans have taken care of that kind of situation. And I want to talk about the way that I've done it. And I want you to understand that when a person that's using you or a person that's not giving you value, no matter whatever you do, for them to feel special, they don't give it to you back, or they just take advantage of what you're giving to them emotionally, like from your heart. When that person just simply goes away and that person just leaves, because that's just like the cycle of life, there's just times that you out of nowhere a person leaves. And if that's the case with this person, you're gonna feel so relieved, because there's the feeling of fuck, I miss them, but then the relief of, well, at least I don't have to waste my time on this anymore. That's the biggest relief ever. But also, that relief you only give to yourself. There's times that life lets you gives it to you unconsciously, but most of the time you are the one who allows yourself to feel that kind of relief. You're also the only will, and you're the only door to feel relieved and to feel healed, because at the end of the day, we are the ones that allow the people in our lives. We're the ones that allow the people in our existence. We're the ones that allow everything. So when you're allowed to yourself the act of healing and deleting someone that you know is not giving you the value that you deserve, when you do that, you feel sadness because there are feelings for this person, whether it's a friend, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your couple, whether it's your ex-boyfriend, or even a sister, or even a family member, whoever. There's feelings for this person that clearly are really intense, because that's why you give them so much time of you to them. But then after you process those feelings the way that I said before, that's the way that I did it, the feeling of relief is so big and so gratifying and so liberating, because then you say, well, at least I don't have to spend my time trying to keep us together. I don't know if it's that I've done something wrong. I don't know if it's that I have done something bad. I don't know if it's that they just are over me and they're tired of me, or they're just using me. I don't know. But at least I just know that I don't have to focus on this anymore. And then you can give yourself to heal. And then you can find therapy, and you can find a psychologist or whatever you want to talk to. You are the one who has the power of everything that comes across in your life. I want you to know that. I want you to truly understand that. Everything that comes to your life, you are the one who has the power to whether let it stay or let it go. And of course, there are things that we don't know how to process because we are human beings. It's normal. We're not perfect. Perfection does not fucking exist. The only perfection that we can like basically get to is the perfection that we allow ourselves to feel. And even that perfection is not even real perfection, you know what I'm saying? So we're human beings, it's normal. There's things that we don't know how to process. But the fact is, you are the only one that allows or denies something from happening, or someone from happening. You are the one who has the will, and you're the one who has the control over everything in your own life. I know everyone has said we are the main characters in our life. Let's just burn that a little bit because that feels already overused. You are the one who has the control. Think about you as the person who has the control on your life. That's the TV. You're the one that presses the buttons. You are the one that presses the commands and the codes and whatever's happening. You are the owner of your own destiny. That's basically the truth. So, as I said, let's just recap. Firstly, attach to yourself before attaching to someone that knows how to do it. Attach to yourself first, no matter what. Just attach to yourself. Attach to what you want to accomplish. Attach to what you want to gain. Attach to what you want to gain, and to the goals that you have. And then you can attach to, to whoever that truly deserves you. If a person truly deserves you, I don't feel like there's something wrong with attaching to them, always with the right limits. And if that person truly knows how to take care of those emotions and truly knows how to give you their value and your value, then there is something that's mutual. There's something mutual there. And you can take care of that. And each other can attach to that relationship and make it happy and make it happen and make it healthy. That's why I only have one chosen sister. And she knows who she is. And I love her with my whole soul. You know what I'm saying? Because she truly has helped me up in so many situations in my life. And she has basically built so many bridges for me to get up even more. She has helped me build with myself a better version of me. And I have done that with her as well. If there is no mutual give and take in a relationship, then it's not going to work out. If there is no mutual, I give you love and support, and if this exact same amount of support and love and presence that I'm giving you, you're not giving it back to me, or I'm not giving it back to you, it's just not going to work out. One of us is going to get hurt. So if you are in that situation, I want you to know that the only important thing is being able to make a relationship with yourself. Please build a relationship with yourself, with all the sources that you have, before you build a relationship with someone else or anyone else. Just do that. And if you need professional help to do it, it's fine. If you need a therapist to do it, it's fine. But you have to start focusing on who you are and what you want to accomplish. What you want to accomplish. Just ask yourself that in the mirror. What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it that you want to gain in life? What is it, who you want to be? And what am I doing to do that? And what is it that I'm doing to truly add up to that I want to be? And what is it that I'm doing that is also taking away from that? Analyze the human that you are. And also analyze as well, what kind of people are truly doing their best to be there for me and I'm not just doing it. Because also, let's just not victimize ourselves all the time. Let's just understand that we fuck up as well. Like shit, let's just understand that. What are the kind of people that are truly giving me their love and I'm just not answering the same way? Think about it. Or also think about what kind of people I'm giving my love to and they're not giving it to me the same way. Think about all of that. Just try to basically decompose your life and to deconstruct every aspect of your existence and try to analyze it and make it better. If there's someone that you feel like is giving to you love, presence, care, and they're doing it out of their heart, and you're just basically just not doing it, you're basically just not minding them, just schedule a day to talk to them about it, because that person might be feeling hurt by you. You also have to understand to take care of other people that are giving their love to you. And when you talk to that person, that y'all can get to a conclusion, whether it's this, like, whatever we had going around is over, or I'm gonna take care of your emotions because I do take care of you, but I just was not doing it in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to analyze as well everything that you're doing in life, all the decisions that you're taking, and always choose the best part and keep it to yourself. And the worst part, just use it to learn and move on. Because out of bad experiences, the only thing that's left out of bad experiences is learning. There's nothing else to take away from that. You cannot cry over spilled milk, but you can learn that you're not going to spill that milk again. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I know I said a lot of shit. I talked about so many things. And I talked about one thing, then that one thing just went through, just drove directly to another. But I know that there's that all the things that I touched are understandable and are relatable. Because as humans, we always want to be the best version of ourselves. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. And if there is one advice or one word or one phrase that stuck to you, that came out of my word, that came out of my mouth, then just let me know. I'm just gonna upload this when I feel like doing it. I'll continue doing videos like these because I like talking to the camera. I love doing it, and I love talking about whatever. So yeah, thank you so much. And if there is one thing that helped you about what I said, then just let me know in the comments. Love you.